Hi everybody, this is the tutorial for Too Pretty for Buffalo. My name is Billy from Piano and Pies. Let's get stuck straight in. To play the song the easiest, we need a capo on the 3rd fret. If you're in need of a capo, there is a link to one in the description below, so feel free to check that out. However, digging in with the start of the song, we have 2 chords, and the chords are C major and F major. Now, to play C major, we have 3 on the A string. This is in reference to the capo, followed by 2 on the D, an open G, 1 on a B, and an open E string. We don't play the low E string. The other chord we need for the intro is the F major chord, 3 on the D, 2 on the G, 1 on the B and E. And what's going to happen is we have a bit of a time signature change in the introduction. All I mean by that is that we have a bar of 3 and then a bar of 4. And what happens is we start with C and play 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we play that F for 1 beat. 1, 2, 1 beat, 1, 2, 3, 4. And for the introduction, that's what we play there. That's going to then continue in the first verse. So the first verse has the same thing. It then repeats while the vocal continues. We then have a few more bars that are in groups of 3. We have E minor, which is an open E string, 2, 2 on the A and D, and then 0 on the remaining strings. It'll go 1, 2, F, D minor, 2, C. So D minor is another new chord, which is an open D, 2 on the G, 3 on the B, and 1 on the high E. And then it resolves with 4 beats on G major. Now that is a lot of chords to try and remember, and I'm going to run over that all in one go without me talking in just a second. But it is worth mentioning that if you want the chord chart for this, with the full structure and every chord you need to get through the song, as well as a sheet of the chords and lyrics matched up, let's say you want to sing or play along to it, heading over to Patreon, I've got you covered. For the price of a coffee, you get access to not only this song, but close to 500, in fact, well over 500 songs at this point, of the latest releases, loads of songs, all wrote out professionally by myself. In fact, the people on the screen who are my active patrons will get access to this song and all the other ones I mentioned for that price of a coffee straight away. So, more about those guys later. But here is the full verse in one go without me talking over the top of it. The good news is there is a second verse which is literally the same thing, so just copy and paste what you've just done and we can then move on to the pre-chorus, which is an F major for a full bar, to G major, to E minor, and then an E major. So yeah, E minor to E major, and the good news is E minor is just those 2 fingers, major adds a finger to fret 1 of the G string. We then get to the chorus. Now the chorus has a few different chords going on there. Let's run through them. So we start off with F major, C, to A minor, and G. That's going to repeat. It then changes to E minor, to F, G to A minor, then F major. We stay on that for quite some time. And then D minor. And that ends the chorus. Now that is an absolute ton of different chords to play there, so it might be worth checking out that link to everything on Patreon. But yes, let's now move on to the post-chorus. And the post-chorus is almost like a verse, just a small part of it, which is the C to the F to the C. And if you do that twice, you've got yourself the post-chorus. At that point we have a 3rd verse and a pre-chorus and chorus, literally the same as all of the parts before it, so just another copy and paste job. However, looking over to my notes, there is a bridge section where things are a little bit different. So the bridge section, we have F major, to C major, A minor and G. Do that twice. After that, there's an E minor to F, to F, G to A minor. then 4 lots of F major. And that will be the part that you need to get through the bridge. And after that we have another chorus, which again, looking to my notes, exactly the same as all the other choruses, which is nice and straightforward. And then there is a small outro, which is a fade out. It's not my favourite tool to use in music, but yeah, an outro where it fades away playing C, F, C. And then that just keeps looping around until the song becomes inaudible and you can't hear it anymore. But that will get you to the end of the song. And there you go, yeah, so a pretty interesting song with the fact that some bars are counting in 3s and some bars are counting in 4. So the sheets over on Patreon have got all of that marked down so you can follow it and you can make sure you can play it perfectly. So if you are interested in that, links are in the description. And I also want to say one more quick thank you to the people on the screen, my active patrons. So the moment this video goes live, they'll get access content and they can just jam along to this song, which I think is really, really nice. It's a really sweet song, even if it does have a lot of swearing in it. So thanks to them for their support, thanks to you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.